Connor, PK shift for DOC. Ryan Graves defensively along with Ruedel. After it, picking it up is Drew O'Connor, far side, bangs it off the glass, and it's all the way down to Eric Comrie.
And you know where Thompson will be, Mersey. Right-hand shot, left side of the ice, loves to kind of slide back and forth between the top of the circle and the dot, looking for that one-timer.
Only McDavid and Draisaitl had more power play goals than Tage Thompson last year. That's 20 out of his 47 on the power play. Casey Middlestat. Far boards, watched closely by Achari. Spins at the blue line for Bryson. Juggled on that far wing by Middlestat. Aaron pass, and now cranked all the way down by Matt Nieto. There's another guy with plenty of PK experience in his NHL career. 47 seconds to go. The penalty hooking was the call to Brian Rust. Power play chance #1 for Buffalo. Got to go the full length of the ice sheet. Trying to do that is Tage Thompson. Left side for Jordan Greenway. Bump back for Bryson. Tage Thompson reels it in. Thompson taps it to the right side for Kulich. Kulich, second year in North America, first round draft choice. Yuri Kulich from the half wall, down below us. Playing catch in the corner, gets it back, sets it up for Cale Clague. Kulich going goal line for Greenway. Had it knifed away by Ruedel. Plays him aggressively, and it will be clear. Austin Wagner, puck came in his direction, goes down the full 200, and 5 seconds ago in the Rust penalty.
That's a guy that jumped when Jordan Greenway has the puck. He's not known for his offensive wares. He has the puck, you jump him, and he just turned it over.
Nice maneuvering by Tage Thompson in over the blue line. Now Kulich leaning in the backhand, turns it over to the forehand. Two Penguins toward him. The dish for Benson, creeping toward the net, takes it in behind the goal, looking for a play. Floats it side of the goal, gets it right back. Benson now has a pass blocked by Shea. Shea trying to recover. Benson still grinding. 18 years old, only 5'10", 170. Benson. And that puck squared away from him. Penalty is over. Rust has served his time. Rust out of the box, tries a lateral pass that gets broken up, carried right back in, and onside by Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson shoves it around the wall. Penguins making a change, nobody home. On the far boards, Erik Karlsson. Stretch pass on the money for Malkin. Malkin into the middle. Nylander cutting, leaving it. Pettersson drive, that gets blocked. Now in the corner. Puck comes back to Pettersson. Pumped down low. 2-on-2 scrum for it. Ricard Raquel is in there digging for possession. Squirts free. Buffalo away on the rush. And some good speed from Girgensons on the wing with a shot that goes well wide of Jarry. Penguins now up to 10 shots, 10-7. Each team with a power play chance. We remain scoreless here in Pittsburgh. 12:15 to go in the middle frame. Long shot into Jarry. He will kick that out with a purpose. Riley Stillman ridden off. Got it deep enough. Centering pass attempt by Rosen gets blocked. Rosen persists, though. Floats it to the blue line. Driven across for Novikov. Novikov to the net. Shot gets disrupted. Throws it off the side of the goal. Novikov trying to get it back in front. And getting to the post was Jarry. Keeps that out. Crosby's going to one-handed to center. He relieves that pressure. Buffalo in the midst of a change. Crank down the near boards on a deflection. No icing. And Comrie will roam out of the crease. Paddle around for Peterka. From center. Here comes the rush from Buffalo. Thrown over to the left wing for Middlestat. Another penalty coming up against Pittsburgh. Touched in the corner. And Drew O'Connor. Guilty party. Borky, what did you see?
Yeah, Drew O'Connor, the back check, got on the wrong side of the guy that he was chasing. Tried to drop his stick and say, I'm free, don't call it. And sure enough, when you throw your hands up like that, it means you're guilty.
Sabre Power Play. When we return, you're listening to the Penguins Radio Network presented by S&T Bank. got 11:26 to go in the second period. No score. Penguins back on the PK holding call against Drew O'Connor at 8:34. Power play chance number 2 on the night for Buffalo. And they control off the faceoff in the Pittsburgh end. Yuri Kulik is going to work that right wing side. Cale Clay quarterbacks the power play for Don Granato. Into the middle they go. Benson for Kulik. Got the one-time drive headed wide, but speared by the left hand of Tristan Jarry. He'll hold for a faceoff.
When Buffalo has their full lineup, that's what makes the power play so unique, is you have Thompson, the right-hand shot on the left side. You have Victor Olofsson, who can grip it and rip it with the best of them. He's a left-hand shot on the right side. So you got Rasmus Dahlin quarterbacking. What options you have for one-timers on the left and right side?
Jeff Skinner is not playing in this game. Had a great year last year.
Yes, he did.
Penn's able to clear off the face-off. 1:33 to go in the Drew O'Connor penalty. Penn's PK was 79.1% last year. Had a very good start and really struggled as the season unfolded. Graves goes down in a heap. He gets tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty call. Ryan Graves went down hard in the corner. He'll dust himself off.
Zach
So
Benson.
4-on-4 hockey for a minute 23.
Ryan Graves is such an interesting player. If you
Buffalo
just went to
penalty number
practice
9. 2-minute minor, tripping.
and just watched him, you think this is a really good offensive defenseman. Great shot. What a smoothie of a skater, but that's not what he's known for. He's a plus machine. He takes a lot of pride in penalty killing and a lot of pride of keeping the puck out of his net. Now he's a big dude, but he doesn't play with a big snarl. He competes hard. That's what I like about him. He's not a guy that's going to put somebody 15 rows deep, but he competes every single shift, and he's very hard to play against.
How about this 4-on-4? We got Ricard Raquel, Sidney Crosby, Eric Carlson, Chris Letang. This is going to be fun.
Giddy up.
And then an abbreviated power play chance. Slap pass. Carlson into the middle looking for fellow Swede Ricard Raquel. He was tied up. Now a good step up by Carlson, trying to keep the attack going, but it's intercepted by Jacob Bryce and a Buffalo. 4-on-4 hockey for 53 seconds, and a short Penguin power play chance. Driven in by the Sabres. Carlson trying to reload for the Penguins. Buffalo peels off on a line change. Letang still out there along with EK65. Letang weaving. Carlson goes off. Letang snaps a pass forward. That's going to be picked off as Malkin was fresh. He was the intended receiver. Buffalo threatening here. It's thrown to the net, and it's stopped by Jarry.
Jarry's best right there.
Counterattack now from Pittsburgh. Malkin swings wide. Going to bump it back for Pettersson. Pettersson drags it in deep. 15 seconds ago in the 4-on-4. Malkin passes to open ice. Nobody home at that far point. It'll be retrieved by Ryan Graves. Now getting reorganized, Malkin. Chips it over the line for Smith. Smith left side into the circle. Malkin again, they try that drop pass. And just see the Penguins, which is to be expected, out of sync.
All the new players trying to be unselfish, trying to give your new mate a tap-in goal. And sometimes it's good to be selfish in these situations. If you got a shot, take the shot. Your buddy will get his cookies when he gets them.
Short power play chance for the Pens. 18 seconds to go on the Benson penalty. Malkin stymied at the blue line. Reloads. Fires a pass to the right side. Back in. Malkin right in front on the skipping puck. Couldn't get his stick on it. On the give and go. There's Ricard Raquel. Fires it over to Carlson. Crosby straight away. Drive save made by Comrie. He absorbs that right off the jersey as the penalty was coming to an end. 8:48 remaining in the second period. We remain scoreless here. It's the Penguins and the Buffalo Sabres. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network. It's all presented by S&T Bank. 8:48 to go, second period. We have no score. Pens and Sabres. Offensive zone face-off for Pittsburgh. Rust, Crosby, Raquel left to right. Sabres were the worst face-off team in the league last year, but very good in period number one. Pittsburgh wins this one. Rust looking in the direction of Crosby. Pass gets blocked. Up into the screen it goes.
We got 5-on-5 play here, and Mike Sullivan has put Chris Letang on the right side and Erik Karlsson on the left side. That tells me that he's not frustrated, but maybe scratching his head just a little bit on why this game is 0-0 and looking for a little bump offensively by loading up. And now Graves comes back out here.
Yeah, they do make the late change, so Graves takes his usual spot at the left point. Another face-off win for Crosby. Down and low to the captain it goes. Russ, Crosby to the middle. Drive, score! Record! Raquel with a rocket! He breaks the ice, and the Pens have a 1-0 lead.
Win the face-off, win the puck battle, and then the skill takes over. As Brian Rust wins that puck battle, gets it down to Sidney Crosby below the goal line, and Raquel did the right thing. Get to a soft spot, get to an area, give him a little bit of a beaver tail there, paddle on the ice to let Sid know where you are. Perfect pass by Sidney Crosby into the wheelhouse of Rickard Rakell for the one-timer, and that's on the stick, off the stick, up over the blocker of Eric Comrie, and it's 1-0 Penguins.
Rickard Rakell with his first goal of the preseason. 11:27 the time. Crosby the primary assist. As I said earlier, those two have always been good. Here's a Pittsburgh turnover in front and a chance in tight for Peterka, but it rolled off his stick. Now from the right side, the wrist shot stopped by Jari, and there is no rebound. Obviously, there's the chemistry with Crosby and Gensel. Rust, Crosby, Gensel have had their moments over the years, but Rakell has been very good as a line mate with 87.
Yeah, he's a finisher. I mean, there's some guys that when you play Brian Rust on that line, Rusty has to work hard for his goals, harder than most. But Rickard Rakell has that natural finishing ability. So does Jake Gensel. But you need a guy that's going to do the heavy lifting. You remember way back in the day, a guy like Bob Erie working with Mario Lemieux. Bobby wasn't a great finisher, but he had the ability to dig pucks out, get into those soft spots, and that's Rickard Rakell. He is a natural finisher in the National Hockey League.
Two-time 30-goal scorer last year at 25. Pardon me, 28. And it was his second most points, 60 points. Alex Nylander hoisted to center ice. Nylander with Riley Smith and Evgeny Malkin as the Pens' second line. So a 1-0 score. Rickard Rakell gets the goal. First red light of the night. The Pens' 13th shot. Philip Cederquist run out of room in the corner. Erik Karlsson trying to move it north. Connects on the pass with Marcus Pettersson over the red line, over the blue. Smith into the middle. Nylander cutting. Looking to leave it for Malkin. Malkin hooks around the Sabre zone. Now darts toward the inside. Tucks it back to the right. And it's Karlsson to drive to the net. Stopped. And it's cleared by Buffalo. They're in search of a 2-on-1. Karlsson again with that speed. Gets back. Evens it up. Little cutback move. Shot stopped by Jari on the rebound. Girgensons denied. Tristan Jari. Couple of nice stops, keeping this a 1-0 game.
Oh, what a nifty little move that was by Isaac Rosen. He gave the how do you do. Karlsson got back, but then Rosen sold the backhand, and I think Karlsson just let up for a second. He pulled it between his legs, picked it up on the other side on the forehand, and another nifty save by Tristan Jari on that sneaky shot by Rosen.
Rosen, another former first-round draft choice. They've got first-round picks from their last 3 drafts in this lineup, among others. Very young lineup for Buffalo. They do have Greenway, Tage Thompson. Benson is back on the ice. Penguins able to dig it out and clear into Buffalo real estate. Riley Stillman rips it to center for Greenway. Greenway winding up. He's got that big reach. 6'6", 231. Sabres dump and chase. Back to hop on it, Chad Ruhwedel. Sweeps it up the boards. Players now jockey after it. 3 Sabres right there. Loose puck scooped up by Eller. Lead pass. Here comes DOC in a breakaway behind the defense. It's saved by Comrie with the glove. Drew O'Connor denied. Eric Comrie, his biggest save, and it stays at 1-0.
Yeah, that's huge. It gets 2-0, and it could get away from you real quick. And I mean, did Comrie flash the leather, or did DOC just put it right into his glove? I think a little of the latter, but not take away from the great positioning and patience of Eric Comrie. Did not go down too early, keep his position, and get that glove way out in front of him to rob Drew O'Connor on the breakaway.
Pittsburgh an offensive zone face-off victory. Graves, soft feed down to Achari, gets wrestled in the glass, bounces off the hit. Graves to his right for Letang, bobbling puck. Letang leaving it far circle, overskated by Achari. Austin Wagner in aggressively on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover. Buffalo, though, will be able to clear to center ice. Sent in down the far side. Graves, stout defensive work. Now it's Kulik trying to spread out with Isaac Rosen and Zemgus Girgensons, longest tenured Buffalo Sabre. Graves with possession and landed off to Letang. Letang cruises the center. Able to catch the lead pass was Carter. Off that turnover, turn right back over to Carter, center circle. Now he will flip it in, curve back, go to the bench for a line change. 5:42 to go, second period. Penguins with a 1-0 lead. It's Ricard Raquel with his first of the preseason at 11:27. Pass into the Penguin slot. That's broken up by Rust. And now with the Jets on, it is Erik Karlsson. 3-on-2 develops, left side, Crosby across Rust, the middle, Raquel with the shot, and it gets blocked by Byro. Sabres looking to stretch it out of the reach of Middlestad. No icing, speeding back. Byro, Pettersson to Crosby, and now Rust will chase after this shoot in from Raquel. Puck came to Crosby, wristed all the way around. Pass Ryan Shea, and he will stride back in the pen zone off to our right. Take the puck. Both teams change on the fly. Under 5 to go in the second. Ryan Shea getting a look here on the third pair. 6'2", 200-pound defenseman. Shea along with Ruido. Riley Smith scampers his way into the Sabre zone. Floats a pass across for Shea. Shea using the reach in behind the goal. Got net by Cale Clegg. Clegg recovers the puck. Trying to tip it out was Thompson. He was pressured, couldn't clear. Malkin's got it now. He swivels at the top of the Sabre zone. Malkin had it knifed away. Has to backtrack now. Malkin dusts it off, fires it off a skate to center red. Tage Thompson on a steal for Buffalo. Thompson center circle, lead pass for Benson. Benson skids to a stop, looking for a play. Zach Benson to Greenway. Jordan Greenway back into the middle. Benson drew two Penguins to him, Nylander and Malkin. Thompson is battling down low. Tage Thompson getting smothered in the corner. Squirts free to Benson. Zach Benson for Tage Thompson. Nice dish. Greenway stuffed for Tepjari, able to make the save. Taken by Ruido. He will backhand it down the near boards. And it does have enough steam for an icing call against Pittsburgh. They were looking to make a change. Some tired players out there.
Well, Mersey, with fast proven results and free support for life, it's no surprise how Awaken 180 has become the go-to weight loss program in Pennsylvania. Find your results with the official weight loss program of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Just go to awaken180weightloss.com. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
Buffalo face-off win in the Penguin zone. Novikov. And now ripped by Nuchek wide of Jari. Penn's able to clear. Comes right back in the direction of Victor Nuchev, number 79. Dropped it off. Metza out of Quinnipiac. National champion last year. Zach Metza. And skip past him. Drew O'Connor looked for another breakaway. O'Connor to the net. Deeks this time missed upstairs. Two breakaways in the second period for Drew O'Connor.
If the hands could keep up with the feet, he'd be dangerous. My goodness, great explosion of speed. Went with a different move, forehand, backhand, had the wide open net, and just sailed the backhand over.
Under 3 minutes to go in the second. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Ricard Raquel the goal. Puck in the direction of Tristan Jarry. You will watch as Letang smoothly retrieves it. Banks it to center ice. Buffalo on the entry with Zach Bryson. Bryson just stapled to the glass by O'Connor. Nieto chips it forward for Eller. Eller from center has the red line. Feathers it in. Goes in after it. He gets wrapped up by Ryan Johnson. Out of that fray, stop attempt, puck goes right in front of Eric Comrie, high slot, Wagner with the shot back to Eller, wrister, save made by Comrie, big scramble again, puck deflects to the corner, Wagner winds it back for Pettersson, over to Carl, and that stutter step move, tapped over to Pettersson, flings it down low, too far ahead for Wagner, Buffalo on their heels here, but they will be able to get it out to center ice, and rushing will be Kulich into Pittsburgh territory, snaps the shot, save. He will cover up for a face-off. We'll have that for you when we come back. 1:59 remaining, period number 2. 1-0 on a goal from Rickard Rakell here in the Pens' 4th exhibition game. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network. It's all presented by S&T Bank. The Penguins' next preseason game will be Monday night, 6 o'clock Eastern time from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Sidney Crosby's home province. They'll take on the Ottawa Senators at Scotiabank Center, the home of the Halifax Mooseheads. And you know the red carpet will be rolled out for not only 87, but also Ryan Graves, who is from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Not your average exhibition game on Monday. Face off down below us. Tristan Jarry looking on to his left. Again, he is expected to play this entire game. Could see a Buffalo goalie switch after 2. The Pittsburgh kid, Michael Hauser, by the way, is the backup. Grew up in Wexford. Defending hard is Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson in some trouble. Lost control to Peterka. Second attempt. Got it into the high slot. It's going to be skated away by Achari. Achari throws it down the left wing. Austin Wagner trying to steer it over to Carter. Carter now gets balled up. Along with Achari, Buffalo will spread out. They emerge with possession, and Riley Stillman being hounded by Achari. Banked over to Byro of the Sabres. 1:21 to go in the second period. Cutting on in is Casey Mittelstadt. Mittelstadt takes a shove, runs out of room. Mittelstadt along with J.J. Peterka and Brandon Byro. Cleared to center by the Penguins. Brian Rust up to the red line. Gets some daylight, gets free, snaps a shot that goes wide of Comrie and all the way out off the wall. A chance going the other way for Buffalo and Tage Thompson. Skids to a stop, left in the corner, missed by Greenway. Crosby getting tangled up by Benson. Rickard Rakell after it. Nearly outreached by Greenway, got twisted around. Here comes Tage Thompson breaking down the middle, makes a little move, and he scores! Tage Thompson showing off the power and the hands that has made him one of the brightest stars in the game. He's tied the game up, 40 seconds to go in the second.
Penguins get caught that time. They've been aggressive throughout this game, and they've given up a lot of odd man breaks. I guess you could file this into the odd man break, a clear-cut breakaway for Tage Thompson. And Graves was coming back, but Graves couldn't catch him. And then as soon as Thompson approached the goal, he's a right-hand shot. He protected the puck on his backhand. He almost kicked his right leg knowing the stick of Graves was coming in, that allowed him to power move from his backhand to his forehand and just drag it around the left skate of Tristan Jarry, who I thought was too passive there. Need to be a little more aggressive when a guy is on his backhand with the puck in front of him.
And trying to respond with the Crosby line. Dancing along the blue line, Letang. Letang along with Graves. Letang forced to the wall, spins it down the boards, picked off. Buffalo gathers it in and will send it cross ice. Victor Nuchev getting it deep. Tage Thompson gets the goal. 85 of them over the last 2 years. 10 seconds ago, second period. Crosby at his own blue line. Backhands across for Graves. Letang chips it forward. Swinging his stick was Raquel. Gets blocked by Novikov. And trying for a last-second chance was Graves. He's going to run out of time. The horn sounds. 1-1 score. Ricard Raquel at 11:27. And then Tage Thompson at 19:19. And we got a 1-1 score after 40 minutes of play. Pretty much what we expected, Borky. There hasn't been a ton of flow. Certainly no fireworks here. But the most important thing is just the process and getting these veteran players back into some game action here.
No, I concur. I didn't expect fireworks. I didn't expect this to be a blowout. And the one common denominator for the Buffalo Sabres, whether it's Tage Thompson or the way that the Sabres play, is their head coach, Donnie Granato. He is one heck of a coach. He's got buy-in from everybody, and they're just tough to play against. It doesn't matter whose name is on the back there. The Buffalo Sabres play a certain style. It can be frustrating for a highly skilled bunch that the Penguins have out here tonight.
Yeah, he's completely changed the culture there in
Absolutely.
Western New York, and the Buffalo Sabres are expected to be a really exciting team and will be vying for a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference this year. And Tage Thompson, one of the biggest reasons why. He tied the game at 19-19. It was Ricard Raquel who opened the scoring. 1-1 is your score after 40 minutes of play. Coming up next, Paul Steigerwald with your second intermission report. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network. It's all presented by S&T Bank.
It takes work, determination, and an unstoppable drive to reach your goal. That's what you just did, Pittsburgh. You fought to bring D1 hockey back to this city. Words can't express our gratitude, but our actions will. Every practice, every period, every game, we're gonna leave everything on the ice for you. You kept us going, Pittsburgh. And thanks to you, we are unstoppable.
Your body is always sending messages. And thanks to our new health tools, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield is getting better all the time at reading them. We're making it easier for you to manage health conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, and get the one-on-one support you need in between doctor visits. Because life, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
It's been great so far, I think, the last couple of days once everything, happened. It's crazy, we were talking about it the other day, like how they can do it now and like change things out. Like it just looks like normal. Like how? Before they just put your face on someone else. It's the gym? Ah, this is sick. I can do all my monkey stuff in here. I don't think I've ever actually seen your room. It's nice. I've played against the Penguins for a long time and been on the wrong side of things, so it's nice to come over to the other side. Every time we played you, it was always, didn't really want to go in there after. Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to take him upstairs, meet Doobie?
Never want to be called up here, eh? Except today. There he is.
How are
Thank you. Thank you for everything, eh?
Yeah, no problem. Welcome.
I appreciate it.
All good?
Yeah, it's great. Now it's great.
That's great.
I'm excited.
I'm sure it was a little nerve-wracking at times.
Oh, yeah, it was a lot of ups and downs. I know it's going to be a lot of work, and I'm excited to come here full time and for the potential that is in this room. So we're super happy with how it worked out, and it worked out. Knew it wasn't going to be easy. I know that much.
The guy's really excited too.
We wanted to create an environment that's empowering for people, where they feel like this is a place that is created for them, not just accommodating them. It's a big difference. This new space removes the barriers. We don't talk about research subjects, we talk about research partners. At the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, we're innovating together.
It used to be hard to get my third graders to read.
Look to left.
Now, thanks to a program sponsored by U.S. Steel and the Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation, they ask for more reading time.
What makes a good team?
The program has seen reading scores go up 20%.
I like this a lot.
U.S. Steel also gave us Chromebooks during COVID so the learning wouldn't stop and helped repair our school after a flood. I'm glad we have a neighbor investing in our school and in them.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Josh Getzoff, joined by Penguins President of Business Operations, Kevin Acklin. And Kevin, Penguins season ended in April on the ice.
Untimely.
Untimely, but very timely in the sense of what needed to happen inside this building, PPG Paints Arena. A lot of new features for fans coming into this season, and it starts right here in the Casamigos Club.
We've made $30 million of investments in the offseason. So we're standing in here, which will soon be the Casamigos Club, previously known as chair storage. This is where we stored chairs. So we're standing underneath the double attack zone. For the first time in PPG Paint's history, you'll be able to come here on the event level, walk out to your dedicated section for hockey again in the double attack zone. But for concerts, it's even as exciting. If you look to the right there, you know that's the floor. Now for hockey, that's covered over, but for concerts, this is your floor access. A very exciting new investment. It's one of several investments we're making. So we've been busy. We haven't stopped.
Let's go check out what else we have down here in the suite level.
Excellent. This is the new Suite 66, new and enhanced. If you look right in the corner, that's the entrance to the Penguins locker room. This glass is removable, so it slides, and this is the chute going down to the bench. So we've retained this element of Suite 66, so the players walk right by to the bench, but we've also enhanced it. We've opened up this wall with glass to show more of the locker room area, and then we added 2 additional suites.
So we have Suite 66, and then Suite 91, Suite 92.
Correct.
Back to back.
Back to back.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, just
had to make that joke.
Yeah, exactly. The marquee is this large scoreboard built by Mitsubishi, which is local here. We went from one of the smallest scoreboards in the league to this thing, which is huge. It's almost blue line to blue line. It also will have an underbelly. Sully can look up and see replays as well as the fans.
Well, Kevin, a lot to look forward to, obviously, for the fans and the players and the performers coming here to PPG Paints Arena, and it all kicks off in September. Thanks again for the tour.
Very excited, Josh. Thanks for all your hard work. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
That's a thing of beauty. Oh, that was magical.
Tonight from PPG Paints Arena.
I was told when I was a young resident, the retina doesn't regenerate, there is nothing you can do about it, it's the end. And I thought, well, this is wrong. We can't say we give up. The mission of the UPMC Vision Institute is to help people to keep or regain their sight. We don't accept any limit. We are going to make the impossible possible.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely fade down the hill. Act like I know what I'm talking about.
Nice! Let's go, guys. Let's keep it going.
Like, my only time I had the mic for a game, I should have won an Oscar.
I can see him in my shadow, too. I hate bees. Oh, this thing. Get away.
Hey, where's Key? I want to see the inside.
Yes!
I tell you.
Nice shot. Oh my God, get in.
Stop. Okay.
Whoa! We need the cameras on us at all times. J. Lou, baby.
Worst golfer? I think OC is something. Marcus Pedersen is pretty nice. So am I.
Worst golfer, Chris. Doesn't like it because he's bad at it, but I think Graver is actually pretty good at golf. So
I don't know who's good, so I'm going to go with me. I don't have to answer that question because I also don't know.
The best golfer on the team, unfortunately, is probably Jake Gensel. Gensel's pretty good. To the worst golfer, P.O., I guess. He's probably the worst.
Long putt. This will be his fourth birdie of the round. What a beauty of a shot.
I'd say Sid's the best golfer. OC.
Best golfer, Gens. Worst, go OC.
Definitely not Gensy. I don't know, Sid might be the best. Worst, probably me. I'm pretty bad. Carts, maybe?
So I'll go with Gensy. I'm definitely up there.
Best, Jake, I think, is the best golfer. Worst, I don't know. Maybe Tanger?
Well, this is a question I cannot answer because I don't play golf at all. So I would say Sid. I think Sid is the best. Probably me.
It takes work, determination, and an unstoppable drive to reach your goal. That's what you just did, Pittsburgh. You fought to bring D1 hockey back to this city. Words can't express our gratitude, but our actions will. Every practice, every period, every game, we're gonna leave everything on the ice for you. You kept us going, Pittsburgh. And thanks to you, we are unstoppable.
Your body is always sending messages. And thanks to our new health tools, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield is getting better all the time at reading them. We're making it easier for you to manage health conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, and get the one-on-one support you need in between doctor visits. Because life, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
We're going to the NHL Player Media Tour. It's cool to see some of the shots they can get and all the slow-mo stuff they can do.
I'm looking at the camera the whole time. Gonna work hard for that. You know what? I don't even know if I want to see it now.
What would be a dream location to play hockey in?
For me, it would probably be just somewhere outdoors. Maybe in the mountains somewhere. I feel like that's where hockey's pretty pure. I was thinking like Mystery, Alaska. I'll shoot 4 first. I feel like I'm starting to find it. You got fans here? I had to battle through that crowd noise, hey? I was battling.
We wanted to create an environment that's empowering for people, where they feel like this is a place that is created for them, not just accommodating them. It's a big difference. This new space removes the barriers. We don't talk about research subjects, we talk about research partners. At the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, we're innovating together.
It used to be hard to get my third graders to read.
Look to left.
Now, thanks to a program sponsored by U.S. Steel and the Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation, they ask for more reading time.
What makes a good team?
The program has seen reading scores go up 20%.
I like this a lot.
U.S. Steel also gave us Chromebooks during COVID, so the learning wouldn't stop, and helped repair our school after a flood. I'm glad we have a neighbor investing in our school and in them.
Hey everyone, Phil Bork, the old 2-9er here. I'm in Gibsonia, and what a special day this is. It is National Purple Heart Day, and that's kind of why we're here. We're here to see Mike Hepler. That's his house right over there. Amy from 84 Lumber's here. Our good friend Iceberg is here. And we have this, $50,000 in home renovations for Mike, just to show our appreciation for his great service as a Vietnam War veteran, Purple Heart winner, Bronze Star winner. Let's go see Mike. We have to be quiet because we're sneaking through the backwoods here to surprise Mike with this check. Shh. Let's go.
You're not the plumber.
I am not the plumber.
You're not the plumber.
Are you Mike Hepler?
Yes, I am.
Take your time, Mike.
I've been waiting for the plumber to come. I thought you were the plumber.
We are not the plumber. Sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, I know you.
This is Iceberg. I'm Phil Bourque.
Hi, Phil.
How are you?
I'm perfect. I'm a fine specimen.
I'm here to surprise you, Mike. The Penguins, 84 Lumber, have got together. They want to give you this. It is $50,000 worth of home renovations.
You serious?
Yeah, it's just a thank you for your service as a veteran, all you've done for the Boys and Girls Club in Western Pennsylvania. They just want to say thank you for all you've done.
This is amazing.
Really, Mike.
Well, you're giving me two things. I'm going to check to give me a heart attack.
Well,
oh my God. It'll be used to make my life so much easier.
Hi, I have something else for you. So I have a Crosby jersey just for you, and it is August 7th today.
No.
So, and it is also Purple Heart Day. So this is the best day that we could have picked.
I think I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry.
You're going to make me
Oh,
cry.
man.
I'm a he-man.
Oh, man.
The gratitude I have for 84 Lumber and the Pittsburgh Penguins is over the top. I don't know if you do this all the time, but if you do, God bless you, because you're doing something great for veterans. I've given so much of my life to this country, to the youth, and to be recognized at this point in your life is amazing.
He's been such a hero to so many people. When he came back from the military, from Vietnam, he spent his entire life giving back to the Boys and Girls Club that saved him off the streets. So to give him something back, it's really wonderful for him.
So we're so excited about the Home for a Hero program. It is something that we created with the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's just wonderful to hear all these stories, to see the submissions from all of the local veterans and what a difference everybody does make in this community. And we're so happy to have selected Mike. He is so deserving, and we can't wait to see the renovations that he does to his home.
That's a thing of beauty. Oh, that was magical.
Tonight from PPG Paints Arena.
I was told when I was a young resident, the retina doesn't regenerate, there is nothing you can do about it, it's the end. And I thought, well, this is wrong. We can't say we give up. The mission of the UPMC Vision Institute is to help people to keep or regain their sight. We don't accept any limit. We are going to make the impossible possible.
Great to have you with us on a Thursday night. Steve Mears, Phil Bourque back with you in the broadcast booth at PPG Paints Arena. 1-1 game after 40 minutes of play. The Penguins and the Buffalo Sabres, first of two matchups between these teams in the preseason. We're getting set for our opening face-off of the third period. It's brought to you by number one Cochrane. Shots on goal 16-14 Pittsburgh. The attempts 37-29 Pittsburgh. Drew O'Connor's led the way, 3 shots on goal, couple of breakaways. Bourque, how about some of the ice time? Letang, 20-plus minutes. Graves, 20-20.
Still got another period to go. Those are usually numbers that you see after 60 minutes of play. That's maybe a little higher, but not much. But yeah, Mike Sullivan, he wants to win. And that fourth line, the Achari line, with Austin Wagner and Jeff Carter, they haven't played much at all, just 6 shifts in the game. So
Letang averaged 24.51 last season. That was 10th most in the league, or 10th highest. And congratulations to Tanger on the Masterton Trophy for perseverance. If anybody has ever deserved that with the season he had last year, death of his father, suffering a stroke, among other injuries. And that was such a wonderful moment during the NHL Awards in Nashville. P.O. Joseph gave the introduction, and the Masterton Trophy for perseverance and sportsmanship won by Chris Letang this past offseason. Flying in a rush, steps on in with a shot that catches the glass as we begin period number 3 here Tage Thompson, Buffalo goal scorer. I'm going to chip it through. Crosby, nice play, opened up, tried to steer it in front, and it'll be swatted away and all the way down into the Penguin zone. Good speed from Ryan Graves to get back to retrieve. Graves being hounded from behind, got it to the red line, floats it into Sabres ice. Riley Stillman, heavy pressure from Nylander. Now Casey Middlestad's going to wind up for Buffalo. Skates over the logo, over the blue line, swings it to the right side. Peterka back in front, off a skate, sits there top of the zone. Clague with a drive, and Jarry makes the save on the slapper from Cale Clague. No rebound, 59 seconds into our third period.
Oh, you love that. You jump over the boards in a broken play, and it's a slow roller about to exit the zone, and Clague just walked in and drilled a one-timer, hitting Tristan Jarry right in the crest. Good rebound control by Tristan to face off to his left.
Little equipment adjustment for Tristan Jarry. Had to put the stick on the roof of the goal. He's got it now. He will lean on those pads, looking to his left on this face-off. Malkin on the assignment. Buffalo, the better face-off team through 2 periods of play, 54%. Tage Thompson won 6 of 7. Penguins exit the zone, and Evgeny Malkin. Stick handles, threw it to the middle, swatted away from Riley Smith. Buffalo couldn't clear. Jumped on by Malkin. Malkin again passing to the line. Nobody home for the Pens. And Marcus Pettersson drifts back into his own end. Smith trying to thread it through. Pass the double back. Pettersson and Carlson on the ice. It's Erik Karlsson. There's nudge from behind. Pens able to dump and chase though. And Riley Smith, a former Vegas Golden Knight, couldn't dart his way to open ice. Stolen by Middlestad. And J.J. Peterka is going to fire a pass to the right wing side for Brandon Biro. Biro joined by Middlestad. Fake the dropper. Now going to take it middle of the ice. Stick checked was Novikov. Nikita Novikov. And he passed to Peterka. Buffalo changing on the fly. So it'll be Zach Metza buying some time behind goaltender Eric Comrie. They did not make a goalie switch. So it's Jarry and Comrie back between the pipes once again. Chad Ruhwedel fades back. Tosses off the boards to neutral territory. 2 players cancel out. Buffalo captures it. Metza. Far side. Dump in from Buffalo. Roman out of the crease. Jarry. Teed it up for Ruhwedel. Ruhwedel along with Ryan Shea. Shea from the corner. Swept it to center. O'Connor a touch. Lars Eller right there. Chips it to the middle. And a chance. Cutting in toward the net. Nieto. And the puck bounced on him just at the last second.
Well, pass by Eller. That was an airmail saucer pass.
On a follow-up, Jarry makes the stop on Isaac Rosen. Rosen on the rebound, and Tristan Jarry slams the door. 17-17 to go in the third. It's 1-1.
Well, back and forth we go. A couple of big saves. Comrie robbing Nieto, and Nieto just exploding through the slot area. Tried to go forehand, backhand, forehand, left-hand shot, drag it around the right pad of Comrie, and then Tristan Jarry says, I'll see your save, and I'll raise you a save down the other end.
Going glassing out is Carter. Puck wobbles at center. Achari along with Austin Wagner on this 4th line for the Pens. Ryan Johnson for Buffalo. Johnson taps it to his right. Jacob Bryson to the red line, shovels it in. Jarry, he wants those touches. Puck handling goaltender. Breakout by Carter. Lead pass, Achari. 2-on-1 develops with Wagner. Waits, shoots, getting a piece of it was Comrie. Ryan Graves tried to play it down the wall. Intercepted, and Jacob Bryson going to try the near side. Bryson handles for Buffalo. 4th year with the Sabres. Bryson getting clogged up by Achari. Bryson steps away from him, tosses to the Penguin circles. Graves into the feet of Rust. Couldn't take that pass. Chance for Buffalo again, and Jarry makes the stop. All alone down the middle was Thompson. Couldn't beat Jarry that time. Stillman's shot. That gets blocked. Quick up for Rust. He's got a breakaway. He's got a step. Rust to the net. Save made by Comrie. Wide open we go. Back and forth. Benson over the line. Got tripped up by Carlson. The penalty be called against the Penguin defenseman.
Well, back and forth we go. Tage Thompson with an unbelievable chance. He just came off the bench, and the turnover by the Penguins in their own zone. Here's the call.
Pittsburgh penalty number 65. 2-minute minor, tripping.
And Jarry with a big save on Thompson. I don't think he got a lot on his little forehand, backhand dink move he put on Tristan Jarry, but Brian Rust got all of his backhand on an exceptional athletic save by Eric Comrie down the other end to keep us at ones.
Carlson up for tripping at 356. Power play chance number 3 for Buffalo. One of the best in the league last year, 23.4%, top 10. Despite being a non-playoff team, but just barely missed the playoffs by 1 point in the Eastern Conference. Peterka over the line. He's going to defer to Cedarquist. Peterka banks it to the point for Casey Middlestad. Shake and bake at the top of the zone. Trying to drag it away from Lars Eller. Now goes low to high. Cale Clegg working the left point for Buffalo. Far circle. Back in front. Chip to the net. Jari to save. Knocked back into Jari. And Tristan Jari is there. He finds it somehow.
How?
Fluttering puck. Came back in to the crease. And Jari scrambling makes the save.
Wow. Sitting on his wallet. The first save, it fooled him. And he just had to get athletic. There's no goalie one-on-one on this. This is just a want to keep the puck out of the net. But then the second chance by Cedarquist on the doorstep and a bouncing puck. Somehow he kept that one out too.
Scramble far quarter. Greenway winds it to the top. Jacob Bryson straight away. Farsi Kulik with a blast save made by Jari. Another confident stop there. Yuri Kulik can really let it fly. He's been stationed there on that far side, teeing up one-timers tonight.
That's the thing about Tristan Jari. You've been around long enough, Mearsy. You've seen enough of Tristan that you know when he gets dialed in, he has this confidence that he gives off. You feel like nothing's going to get by him.
Pretty slow start as far as activity, but now he's up to 20 saves. And 1:11 to go in the tripping penalty to Erik Karlsson. 1-1 is your score. Eric Comrie played the puck, and Buffalo's got to go the full 200 feet. Jacob Bryson passing to Tage Thompson. He just slows things down as Buffalo reboots. And it's Bryson to Benson. Benson, red line, over the blue with some speed. Now hits the brakes. Zach Benson just ran out of room. Penguins clear again, courtesy of Austin Wagner.
Oh, boy,
Comrie gets to the corner, and he touched it in
Yep.
the restricted zone, and he disagrees vehemently, but that is a penalty. He tried to race over to the far corner and stop the puck before it got to that.
Goaltender, minor penalty, playing the puck outside the trap zone. Delay game.
He tried to cut it up before it got to the goal line, and the official right there said he did not. He touched it in the restricted zone. It's a penalty delay game.
Yeah, really close, Mearsy. Now, does the puck have to, like the goal line, does the puck have to cross 100% over the goal line to get in that corner outside the trapezoid?
That's how I've always understood it. It's about where you touch it, not the skates.
Yeah, I don't think we're watching the replay right now, but the camera angle, it's tough to see because he's in that far corner and his back is to us, so you can't really see where his stick is and where the puck is. But this is a break for the Penguins. And we'll get a little 4-on-4 play.
43 seconds to go on the first penalty to Erik Karlsson. So you know he'll step right out of the box and join the Pens power play. 4-on-4, Riley Smith dusts it off, tried to dangle. Had that knifed away by Novikov. Smith persists, dishes it off for Lars Eller. Eller skates to open ice at the top of the zone. Circulating with Marcus Pettersson. Puck on his stick now. Dump down low for Smith. Takes some contact from Johnson. Riley Smith to the blue line for Pettersson. Pettersson defers to Smith. Opens up. Snaps the shot. Kicked out by the right pad of Eric Comrie. Driven across the Sabres zone. 4-on-4 continuing. Past the middle. Skated out now by J.J. Peterka. Peterka trying to go inside out against Graves. Gets a backhander off. It floats wide of Tristan Jari.
Oh, what a slippery move that was by Peterka.
Some huge numbers in the AHL last year in Rochester. 2 seasons ago, I should say. So the penalty is over to Erik Karlsson. Power play chance for the Pens. It's their third of the night. Trying to get some chemistry built with this new look number 1 unit. Fighting his way through as Erik Karlsson takes the puck into the corner. Goes to Malkin. Leans in. Backhand try. Is gloved down by Comrie.
We were chatting before the game, finding out that Andrei Vasilevsky had back surgery. He's going to be out for roughly 8, 9, 10 weeks for the Tampa Bay Lightning. This guy right here, Eric Comrie, might be a guy that's on Tampa Bay's radar.
Buffalo, a couple of young netminders, Devin Levi and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. They are very high on. Here's Malkin, stepping, shooting, fought off by Comrie. On the rebound was played by Stillman. Buffalo trying to clear. 41 seconds ago, the Penguin power play chance. Ricard Raquel sets up shop. Top of the right circle. Slowly into the circle. Now feeds Letang to Carlson. Creeps into the slot. Crosby trying a one-timer. That was disrupted. Buffalo recovers it and will clear.
Well, you don't see Sid in that bump-out spot. He kind of looked a little bit off balance. Not sure where that pass was coming from Carlson, and kind of shanked the shot.
17 to go in the power play opportunity. Malkin inside the blue line. Trying a lateral pass. Not a good one. That's going to be broken up. Byro going the other way shorthanded. Looks, fires, rings it off the post. Shorthanded chance for Brandon Byro.
Clunk. Big Ben strikes one.
Jacob Bryson for the Sabres. Able to connect with Kulik. Zemgus Girgensons knocked off stride by Ruido. Keeps the puck moving. Around the boards of the Penguin zone. Riley Smith forced it to center. Ryan Shea for Pittsburgh. Going to Russ. Give and go. Shea in deep. Couldn't catch it. Wanted to tap it in front. Girgensons for the Sabres. Lobs it to center ice. Yuri Kulik is over the line. Tees it up. Snaps his shot. And that's denied by Tristan Jarry. Clutches it up against the jersey. And we will step aside with 12:16 remaining in the third period. 1-1 game. The Penguins and the Buffalo Sabres here in NHL preseason action. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network. It's all presented by S&T Bank.
Hands it off.
.16 to go in the third period, 1-1 between the Penguins and the Buffalo Sabres. We're 12 days away from opening night, October 10th. Chicago Blackhawks will be in town with Connor Bedard, Taylor Hall and company, and the official Penguin debut of Erik Karlsson. Buffalo won the face-off, but a whiff shot attempt, skated forward now by Karlsson in the Sabres zone, going to the middle. O'Connor with a rocket, high and wide, off the glass and out. Fighting his way through is Philip Cederquist. He had that chance in tight on Tristan Jarry. Knocked the puck out of the air. One of Jarry's tougher saves of this night. He's got 21 in total. At the other end, 23 stops for Eric Comrie. Drew O'Connor walks out of the corner, changing directions, stopping and starting. Fed it in behind for Nieto. Now O'Connor trying to find some daylight. Pass comes to the top. Pettersson settles the bouncing puck. Marcus Pettersson. Pettersson to the trapezoid. Eller for O'Connor. O'Connor, tight space. Tried to pull the trigger. Surrounded by Sabres. Loose puck. Just knifed away from Eller. Eller persists, though. Gets there along the wall. Jammed to the top for Pettersson. O'Connor open in the slot. Whirling shot. Smacks off the glass.
Who's had more chances, better chances than Drew O'Connor tonight?
Again, Buffalo couldn't get it out. Pettersson feeds it down. Eller tipped in front. Score! And it is DOC on the redirect. He would not be denied. O'Connor makes it 2-1 for the Pens.
Well, not only a great chip by Drew O'Connor, but the guy that did all the heavy lifting here, Lars Eller. Lars Eller was the player that hunted down a loose puck in the far corner, stripped the Buffalo Sabres of the puck, then got it back to Marcus Pettersson. Little bank pass from Pettersson to Eller. Eller got his head up. He spotted the stick of Drew O'Connor, and a bullet cross-crease pass to Drew O'Connor. A little redirect. It fools the goaltender Eric Comrie, and the Penguins have their lead back. It's now 2-1.
Sabres threatening again with Mittelstadt. Going down low for Byro. Trying to steer it in front for Peterka. Penguins break it up, and emerging will be Brian Rust. Drew O'Connor with the goal from Eller and Pettersson at 8:48. Go-ahead goal. So many chances in that. A couple of breakaways in the second period. Quick up for Byro. Becomes a 2-on-1 in front. Another opportunity in tight, and Peterka is shut down by Jari.
This is twice now. Right after the Penguins have scored, twice the Penguins have given up unbelievable good opportunities for the Buffalo Sabres.
Stillman teeing it up at the line. Swivels it over to Peterka. Casey Mittelstadt getting wrestled down. Players tumbling down. Rust was in there. Counterattack from the Pens. Ricard Raquel. Wrestled away by Metza. Raquel, Nylander, Malkin. Raquel, end of his shift. Scrambles back to the bench. Smith is fresh. Peterka looking to go cross ice. Buffalo's turn to make a change on the go as we approach the halfway point in the third period. Penguins now up 2-1. Rui, a long bank pass. Caught by Riley Smith. Smith going to force it through off of Tage Thompson. Thompson, tight quarters, leaving it behind his own goal for Ryan Johnson. Johnson hard off the wall to center. Malkin wraps up Jacob Bryson. Johnson with a pass to center. Tage Thompson trying to lead Jordan Greenway down the left wing side. Greenway swoops in, jammed along. Missed in the far corner. Buffalo couldn't capture it, and it leads to a 2-on-1 going the other way for Pittsburgh. Austin Wagner ships it across, and it's fired wide by Nylander. And in tight, Achari just outside the crease, denied by Comrie. Achari still working hard. Tied up shoulder to shoulder with Greenway. Carter fresh off the bench. It's pinned up against the wall, locked up. Achari and Greenway. Who wants it more? Big time board battle. Referee says play on.
It's like a rugby scrum down there.
Finally squirts free for Wagner, but he gets overtaken behind the Sabre net. Ryan Johnson, solid defensive work. You bank it over to Bryson. And Buffalo trying to exit the zone. 8:45 to go, third period. Pens trying to improve to 2-1-1 in the preseason. Next up, the Ottawa Senators in Halifax on Monday night. We'll have the broadcast for you at 6 o'clock Eastern time. From center, Lars Eller. And that great setup for Drew O'Connor a few moments ago. Looking in the direction of Nieto. Kicks to the side of the post. Putting the glove on top is goaltender Eric Comrie. He freezes it. We'll have a face-off in the Sabre zone when we come back. 8:24 remaining in the third. Tonight at PPG Paints Arena, it's Pittsburgh 2, Buffalo 1 on the Penguins Radio Network. Presented by S&T Bank. If you're to go third period, 2-1 Pittsburgh. Drew O'Connor, go-ahead goal, face-off down below us in the Sabre zone. Sidney Crosby's going to lean in against Yuri Kulig. Ripped it away from him, back to Carlson. Carlson faking, tapped by Raquel de Pedersen, head up, drive, stopped by Eric Comrie, and no rebound. Very deflectable shot there from Marcus Pedersen.
We mentioned some of the good players that are not in the lineup tonight for Buffalo. Jeff Skinner, Dylan Cousins, Victor Olofsson, Alex Tuck, Kyle Oposo. And they've got a couple of new defensemen that are not in the lineup. Connor Clifton from the Boston Bruins, Eric Johnson from the Colorado Avalanche, as well as Owen Power, Rasmus Dahlin, Matthias Samuelsson, Henry Yokiyahu.
Sabres on the entry and on the rush. It was swept right in front of the crease. Marcus Pedersen, some head fakes, scoops it up. Breakout for Pittsburgh with Crosby. Snaps a pass to Russ crisply. Now to Raquel, back for Rust. It eludes him, rolls into Comrie, just off the side of the crease, and he will pounce on it. Yeah, they're hoping this is a different story this year. The Buffalo Sabres have missed the playoffs for the last 12 years. That is the longest postseason drought in NHL history. But as we told you earlier, there is so much optimism. They were so close last year, finished the year strong, and they are hoping to see playoff hockey in Western New York.
Yeah, 12 without the playoffs, 17 without winning a series. That's the most ever, or most in the league right now. Arizona's at 12, Detroit 11, LA Kings 9.
I wonder about the goaltending, but you mentioned those young defensemen.
Yeah.
What a trio of talent. Dahlin, Power, and Matthias Samuelsson.
Yeah.
Letang trying to slap it out of his own zone. That was disrupted. Nuchev tried to make a play. Malkin going the other direction now, leaving it for Nylander. Malkin hits the brakes. Malkin, short pass for Letang, walks to some open ice. Now to Graves. Graves steps the shot, stopped by Comrie. No rebound.
Eric Comrie, the half-brother of former Penguin forward Mike Comrie. Born in Edmonton, grew up in Newport Beach, California, moved there when he was 9. You might have heard of his dad before, Bill Comrie. He's the owner of The Brick, which is a huge chain of stores, furniture, mattresses, appliances, electronics.
Huge north of the border.
Huge. Also, there's that famous brick hockey tournament that's out there in the Edmonton area.
J.J. Peterka getting stifled right at the line as he tried to power his way into Pittsburgh ice. It's backhand up the far boards by Ruhwedel. Now Casey Middlestat locked up by Ruhwedel. Ruhwedel helped out by his defensive partner Ryan Shea. Board battle is chiseled out of there by the Penguins. At center circle, twisting is Ryan Johnson. Johnson for Bryson in Buffalo territory. Strides out the center, up to the red line, snaps it in. Jarry couldn't stop it behind the goal. Getting his stick on it is Ryan Shea. Supported by Carter. Puck on the stick of Jeff Carter. Left it for Ruhwedel, who was stationed in front of Jarry. Now Shea for Achari. Carter going to the right wing side. Austin Wagner floats it in well wide of Eric Comrie. The backup is Pittsburgh native Michael Hauser. Grew up in Wexford, former Pittsburgh Hornet. He's over there at the bench. 6:18 to go, third period. 2-1 for the Pens. Pedersen slides it right side. O'Connor diagonally all the way through. Off the corner wall. Pedersen slaps it back down low for Drew O'Connor. Right circle, Eller. To the point for Carlson. Looking, shooting. Jockeying in the slot was Nieto. As that shot was off the body, and it skated the other direction by Casey Middlestat. Middlestat by himself. Tried to buy some time. No help whatsoever. End of a shift. He will lug over to the bench. And a penalty is going to be called right the blue line. Nieto tripped up one of the Sabres. And the Pens will be shorthanded. Buffalo will be searching for a late equalizer here in period number 3. 5:50 to go in the third. 2-1 Pittsburgh on the Penguins Radio Network, presented by SD Bank. Sends up 2-1, but they're shorthanded. Tripping call to Matt Nieto at 14-10. Power play chance number 4 for Buffalo. Face-off far circle in the Penguin zone. Won by Lars Eller. Guided around for Drew O'Connor. And O'Connor will sail it down the distance. Eric Comrie stopping it behind the Sabres goal off to our right. Cale Clegg winding up for Buffalo, as is Tage Thompson. Takes that pass. Tage Thompson, some head fakes, driving in with speed over the line to Greenway. Trying a lateral feed, and that's broken up. On the pickoff was Lars Eller, and he sweeps it down.
Veteran move there by Eller. Gave that passing lane, and then at the last second took it away.
1:28 to go. And the tripping penalty to Matt Nieto of Pittsburgh. Thompson still on the ice. 20 power play goals last year. Carves his way in. Pass at the foot of Achari. Stays in the zone for Clegg. Clegg moved it over to the far side for Kulik. Kulik bumps it back for Clegg. Cale Clegg, former LA King, Montreal Canadian. Lone defenseman at the top. Going side at Greenway. Trying to pass. Good block. Down to a knee was Ruhwedel. Penguins clear to center. Clegg looks up ice again. Fresh troops out there for both teams. 55 to go in the Penguin disadvantage. Clegg staying on. Mike Sullivan going with Riley Smith and Jeff Carter. Only Sebastian Aho with more shorthanded goals over the last 5 years in the entire league than Riley Smith. Middlestead, a pass over the line for Peterka. Stops on a dime. All kinds of traffic in front of him. Puck available, middle of the zone. Jammed free. Getting there first is Smith. Good lead pass. Trying to catch it with Shea. Breaking up ice, couldn't take that feed, but it'll apply some pressure and kill some more clock.
They have a 90-foot breakaway if he could control that pass. That was an outstanding spinorama pass from Riley Smith.
Love the aggressive play from Ryan Shea. We've seen him jump up a couple of times. Byro. The Sabres set up shop here on this power play opportunity. 10 seconds left in it. Move to the far circle. Tap to Bryson. Bryson to his left for Byro. Byro to the front. Redirect is denied. Chance on the doorstep for Cedarquist. Pettersson behind his own goal. The outlet for Shea. Out of the box is Nieto. 2-on-2. Rush now 3-on-2. Drew O'Connor shifting gears, driving to the net and trying to turn it over to the backhand. Couldn't get it on goal, and Buffalo clears the center red. 3:35 to go, third period. Penguins still up 2-1 on a goal from Drew O'Connor here in the third. From Eller and Pettersson at 8:48.
Right after the PK, Mike Sullivan goes with Carlson and Letang on the points.
Fancy move, Raquel to the middle, and whipping on the shot was Carlson. Just deflected at the last second. Zemgus Girgensons chips it down the wall, crashes into the glass with Rust. Efficient breakout, at least it was. Now getting stalled was Letang. Has to drive it across the neutral zone. Penguins need to touch up at the blue line to get back on side. The layoff side, linesman's arm goes down. Crosby wants a head off on a line change. And now Buffalo has iced it. Puck goes wide of Jari. There's the whistle. 2:56 remaining in the third.
Hey, let's squeeze in some birthdays here.
Oh, I like this.
Running out of time.
I didn't know this was a nightly occurrence.
Tom
I'm glad you're doing
Sestito, 36. Ray Emery, the late Ray Emery, who we lost in 2018 at 35 years of age. We'll celebrate his 41st today. Dustin Penner, 41. Brian Rafalski, 50. Grant Furzy, 61. Steve Casper, 67. Bob Miller, 67. And the former Buffalo Sabres goaltender, Donnie Edwards, 68.
Malkin, good forward checking. Got it to the blue line. Chad Ruhwedel steps down the wall, try to wrist shot. That was denied by Zach Metza. Stays in the Sabres zone. Chad Ruhwedel taps it to Nylander. Nylander, former Buffalo Sabre. First 19 games of his career with the Sabres. Alex Nylander with Evgeny Malkin and Riley Smith. Malkin a lead pass for Nylander. Nylander scampers his way down the boards. Metza got enough of him. Surrounded by Sabres, trying to funnel it in for Malkin, but it's jammed away from him, and Zach Metza has it for Buffalo. 2:13 to go, third period. Sabres on the rush. Right wing side, Jordan Greenway feathers it in, and there goes Eric Comrie. Don Granato pulling his goaltender relatively early. Extra attacker is on for the Sabres, trying to tie it up. Benson working hard along with Greenway. Guided around for Middlestead to the top, but it's fumbled at the blue line by Cale Clegg. He's got a double back, and Riley Stillman takes the pass. Stillman leaving it for Middlestead. Middlestead trying to pick up speed over the red line. Inside out move over the blue. Casey Middlestead purposely off the end wall to Greenway. Greenway got handcuffed by that puck. Now tied up by Pettersson. Crosby digs it out to Rust. Rust trying to fight his way through. Help from Raquel, and he's able to shovel it out. Net empty to our right. Rust, heavy pressure. He gets tied up. 1:27 to go in the third period. Tage Thompson carving through center, left it for Benson. Lobbed up in the air, glove down by Latanki. Back into Jari. He keeps it in play. Penguins will be able to clear to center ice.
Strong play by Graves. He had Thompson all over his back, strong on the stick, and cleared the zone.
Johnson try to pass for Benson. Finds his way to Middlestat. Into the Penguin zone. Want to drop it off. That's intercepted by Achari. Net empty. O'Connor just wide on the far post. And it's an icing call against the Pens. O'Connor looking for the put away and his second of the game. Didn't miss by much, but now it's a face-off in the Pittsburgh end.
He could have taken one more stride. He had the room there. Maybe he would have got closed off right at the red stripe. But I'm telling you, Drew O'Connor, he could have 5 tonight if the mitts caught up with the hands and the feet.
At least we've seen the speed, and he's getting the chances. Always a good sign.
Great point. We got a timeout here.
That extra gear that he has, he gets the long strides going, and he is a big player. He's 6'3", 200, and the guy can skate. That's why the Penguins are so high on him and giving him an opportunity. Got a 2-year extension in August. We've seen flashes. Now we wonder what he can bring if he gets some regular NHL time. Last year he did get into 46 games. Timeout call. Buffalo going to discuss some strategy over there at the bench. Same thing for the Pens side, and Mike Vellucci, assistant coach.
Just to dovetail what you're talking about with Drew O'Connor, that speed is undeniable, and it's effective speed. There's a lot of fast players in the league, but they don't know how to use it. And eventually, he'll learn how to use different gears, maybe a stop and start. But once the game slows down for him a little bit with the puck on his stick, that's when his numbers will go up.
So here we go, face off in the Penguin zone. All the chips on the table, push him in. 61 seconds to go in regulation time. Ben's trying to put together a victory here before heading off to Halifax, Nova Scotia for really a team bonding trip, and then the game against Ottawa on Monday night. Lars Eller on the draw against Casey Middlestat. Puck is dropped. Buffalo wins it. Back to Tage Thompson. He is hounded. Great work by Noel Acciari. Separated him from the puck. This time O'Connor into the empty net. He's got it. DOC with the put away. And the Penguins lead it 3-1 with 53 seconds to go in the third.
Well, I love the active stick by Noel Acciari. Because after the face-off win, that puck was on the stick of the most dangerous guy out here for the Sabres. That's Tage Thompson. And he tried to shake and bake Acciari at the blue line. Acciari had none of it. Was able to strip that puck away, and then there's that speed. The quickness and the speed, and then it slowed down, right, Mearsy? Once he got it on the backhand, he's like, okay, I have enough time here. I have enough space. Let's go bullseye. 3-1, good guys.
Second goal of the game, second goal of the period for Drew O'Connor. He's only 25 years of age, 78 National Hockey League games. Noel Acciari getting the assist. And the Penguins on their way to victory. Puck in the Sabre zone. Austin Wagner leaving it for Chad Ruedel. Dumps it down below the goal line. Carter gets tied up. His stick was lifted. Puck in his feet, though. Trying to pry it out of there. Scramble continues as the clock continues to tick. Down to a dozen to go in the game. Chad Ruedel. And then push past him by Peterka. Peterka taking it wide. 5 seconds left, finished off by Acciari. And nothing happens for Buffalo. Puck to the top of the zone. One last save from Tristan Jarry from long distance. And the Penguins are victorious. Their final score tonight, 3-1. Tristan Jarry unofficially with 24 saves in his preseason debut. And Drew O'Connor, best player on the ice with the scoring chances, and then got the rewards in the third period with 2 goals, including the GWG for DOC.
Well, everybody was talking about all the big boys in the lineup, right? You got Erik Karlsson, first time wearing the jersey, but it wasn't the big boys here tonight. It was Drew O'Connor. And that line, man, oh man, keep them together with Matt Nieto, Lars Eller, and Drew O'Connor. They were all over the ice, and their forecheck was evident. The speed was there, and for 3 guys that really haven't played together, seem to have some instant chemistry.
And if you're one of the coaches, right, you're looking for that chemistry. Maybe there's a spark somewhere, and it's something that Mike Sullivan could turn to at some point in the season, maybe as soon as opening night. and I saw the makings of it. I totally agree with you. So keep that in mind. O'Connor, Eller, and Nieto as a trio. Penguins are looking for more scoring depth. That was one of the big talking points after last season. They may have something there with that third line.
Yeah, they don't just put the bingo balls in the hopper and just pull out 10, 20, and 83. There's a method to the madness, and you're right. You look at their strengths and weaknesses and how can they complement each other, and you're right. You just look at what can Drew do, what can Lars do, what can Matt do, and you think about their strengths, and they all are very complementary to each other.
You got a Stanley Cup champion there in the middle, and Lars Eller won it with the Washington Capitals in 2018. So you got a lot of experience, and then the youth of Drew O'Connor. They were shining tonight. It's a 3-1 final score. Pens victorious over the Buffalo Sabres. Back to wrap things up after this break. You're listening to the Penguins Radio Network. It's presented by S&T Bank.